Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a PCV valve change on a 2004 SL Murano. All the YouTube videos online show you taking apart the entire exhaust manifold, whereas if you actually can access this, I'm in the middle of doing it right now. We got the cover plate off, the cover plate is off, the plastic. Also, you do be gentle with the rubber grommets and also the windshield wiper supply lines, fluid lines, and then also you do have to remove the motor for the windshield wipers. Besides, the windshield wipers have to come off also prior to this. But there's bolts 1, 2, and 3, comes right off. And then now we're actually in the middle of taking off all the bolts that are holding the shroud on. And what you'll notice is if this shroud is removed, you're gaining a hell of a lot of space here. So as long as you're patient, you have the right tools. So I don't really feel like taking apart the exhaust manifold. But for all that don't know, the PCV valve is actually located. It's a little hard to see, but I'll show it in a later video. It's underneath there. So back to the Murano story. I did get the shroud also off. There are 10 bolts. For example, here it is. It's actually faced backwards as we're facing the vehicle. But there are 8 bolts here. Here's my windshield wiper motor. There are my, actually there's 10 bolts. I broke 2 of them. Luckily I was able to draw them out. But there's 10 bolts. Highly recommend using some Never Seas or WD-40 something. Just don't go crazy with the spraying. And now we have accessibility. I did remove this one vacuum line right here. The safety, for example, right here. And then I did disconnect this sensor, the connector right here. Be very gentle with these, especially on a car that's 15, 16 years old. They'll probably be very, very brittle. Of course, you can replace them if necessary. And then all the way down here is my PCV valve. And then yes, as you can see, I took my vacuum hose off, and I am no mechanic, but that is not supposed to be black tipped, and it smells like burnt oil. So definitely not a reason why, a cause, a factor why I'm burning a ton of oil. So you definitely want to change these. But here it is, guys. No exhaust manifold removed. Exhaust still intact, and as you can see there, removing that steel shroud gives you plenty of room to change a PCV valve. Now, quite honestly, I do not think you'll be able to get your hands in here, and yeah, no way, Jose. So spark plugs, you will be, or coil ignition systems, you will be removing the entire manifold, but just for today's purpose, my culprit was that damn PCV valve. Right there. Hey guys, we got our new PCV valve installed. There she is. I'm only gonna hand tighten this one because that was a bitch to get out. Let me show you my old one. Let's take a look. Yeah, the old one's actually leaking oil. There's a ton of oil in there. And this actually was extremely black. Because I ran water through it just to see. It doesn't even make a noise. The spring is still working, but you're actually manually pushing it, so I know that's definitely the culprit here.